Oh, okay. Hello, Bronze Tacos. This is our Fire Tier Round 2, Dragon's Bite versus Nano Valk. I am Zoom's baddie commentating today, and joining me is...
CB, how y'all doing? And
And
we
we
also got
are here. Oh yeah, we have Chuck here commentating. Can't forget him. Not commentating,
yeah,
it's casting for us. Gonna be doing the cams in the lobby.
hmm
Coming in clutch for us.
as per
And we
usual.
have readies
And
from both sides, so we should be able to go in.
yeah, this should be a pretty interesting match coming up ahead. On both sides of the coin, Nano Valk starting 1-0 on the season, winning all three maps. It was a pretty solid performance, good showing from them all around. And on the other side of the coin, DB, starting off no, not how you would normally want to start your first league match, losing all three maps. Heartbreaking loss for them. But, it's just the first game for both teams, so you never know how the season will play out. Who knows, DB may just go on a tear from here. Nano Valk may drop every game from here. Who knows? But, uh, you know, it's a pretty, I guess, how should I say, dynamic start to the league for both of these teams.
Yeah, very true. Uh, Basically, as you said, this just that it was just their first game, so we don't really exactly know what maybe the teams have improved on, or maybe they're gonna come out with a secret weapon. It's possible that like any game can go any way, and both teams have some really strong players on them. Fritz is a really good tank, from what my memory serves. Absolutely can do some huge plays if given the chance. And outside of Nanovelk, you have players like Emmy Mouse and DeBear and Sidomia who also do really well on their respective roles. It's gonna be a clash of some titans here.
Yeah, looks like Nanovalk though. They're running a pretty interesting tank lineup. Instead of having Sidomia in on the off tank, it's looking like they might have Rappy in, or even Nate playing the off tank. So, most likely like a double shield look with a Sigma, or perhaps Rappy and Nate wanting to run like a Rein Zarya kind of comp on
True.
Busan. So, uh, interesting, especially since a couple maps on Busan really do favor dive, which is why you would want Cyan, but you know, uh, perhaps they practice this during a scrim or something. So
Well, there is
interesting.
DeBear in, and DeBear is pretty well known for like Mei, and Mei is also really good on these control points. They may be running a brawl here with that Mei. That's going to be my guess.
Yeah.
We should be able to get in because we got readies from both teams.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
Yeah, DC's may occur. DC's may occur, but that is just the nature of Overwatch.
Very true. All right, we're gonna be jumping right
Now
into
traveling to the
Busan
south.
here. Our first map gonna be starting off here, which I believe is City Center. I believe that's what this one is called. Oh, we do have a DC already here.
Hey, it's a good thing you have pause bound.
Pause
Oh
actually
man.
bound though? That's the question. Okay, yep,
There we
it is.
go,
Thank you,
baby.
Chuck.
Well, there
Wow.
-1 pause for Nano Valk.
-1 pause. I
Oh, that is
apologize
funny.
for laughing. It was kind of entertaining there.
Yeah, I mean, that was just so well timed. Hey, at least,
Only Dylan, only Dylan. Exactly. We would have been in a whole different ball game.
oh, Dylan. I have just received insider information that Dylan's power went out.
Oh,
Oh, that's
dang.
unfortunate.
We can't just sub somebody into.
Um,
I believe they I believe they just have to play it like 5v6 if he doesn't return, right?
Yes. I think they get how long to return? I will check my insider sources. Uh, I think it's how long for a pause? Like couple minutes, right? Yeah, that's what I
Oh,
mean.
his power came back on. His power came back on.
Mhm.
His power's back
So,
on, so I'm gonna give him the chance to get back in personally.
mhm. Well, if it only takes a few minutes to reboot, then I mean it's
Yeah.
shouldn't be an issue. Oh, that's so ironic.
The moment we entered, we had a DC.
And it wasn't Blizzard's fault too, so that's actually kind of amazing.
Very true.
Wh- Hey man,
Oh
maybe
my god, they just like went to
that's
his breaker.
that's true. I didn't think about that. Who knows? Maybe Dylan was talking mess about Aaron and saying, Overwatch 2 ain't coming out, lol W. And he just hopped on over, just cut his power. Could have done that. What concerns me though is I know we haven't even started, but I see medium on Bastion.
Yeah, I'd say we
Please
have some
let that be a
interesting
thing.
comps here already. And DeBear not going on the Mei like I expected. Instead, DeBear is going to be on the Sombra, which is going to be a huge counter for that Bastion if Medium actually does roll out on this Bastion here.
No. I trust the Bastion play. I big trust.
Just odd. I don't think I've seen anyone try Bastion on this point specifically as well. Normally it's the drum that like people will try because it's a little more like natural
Mhm.
cover for them.
No, I've seen a Bastion play on here, but usually you want to run this with a Symmetra, so that Bastion can
Mm-hmm.
go from like a low ground angle to a high ground angle like super quick. Um, if they do want to run that, it's an interesting strat, and it usually pays off to a team unsuspecting. But if they lose first fight, you have to swap the comp. Like, there's no way you can really break through with a Bastion, Symmetra, DPS lineup.
Yeah.
Yeah, have we been keeping time? Okay. Okay, he said he's back on, so he'll be joining us very, very shortly. I think he just joins game and he's back in. You just have to unpause it, like when it won't show up. Oh, I think he would have joined back naturally, but that's fine. It works either way. At least we didn't start. We're still on hero selection, so all good.
That's true. That's true. At least they are going to be subbing in. Yeah, J Rod. J Rod will be.
Sorry, it's just I'm in the Valk server, so I'm seeing what they're saying, kind of scrambling. And the way he told Jay to come in was pretty funny.
All right, we got readies from Nano Valk for round 2 Busan here.
Yeah, we should be good to go unless for some reason DB is not. Oh, he needs. Dylan.
Dylan's back. What a twist.
A twist of fate. If the J would have been subbed in, it wouldn't have wasted their pause. But you know, since Dylan's back in, it does.
Okay, we got readies. Let's go.
Now
No, because if you just sub a player in mid-map from a DC, then it doesn't waste their pause.
Yeah, according to Crow, it didn't count as a pause as the timer hadn't even started yet.
Yeah, we should have started timer, but you know. It happens.
See ya. Alright, back on City Center. This is one that a lot of teams love to rub dive on. It can also be used for double shield and as brawl. It's pretty diverse of what you could run on this map.
Ready for
It
battle.
does seem like we're gonna be seeing some dives from both sides.
Yeah, it's a very different take on dive for both teams here. You got a uber all or nothing kind of style with the wrecking ball, but with the Winston you kind of have like 4 characters. Oh, I think they have to play 5v6 then until he comes back.
5, 4.
But I was gonna say before Dylan DC'd yet again that their style is more like all rush in as a unit, like all go together, because you know Lucio, the supports, all of them can kind of follow up on it. But as we see,
Yeah, we had a DC again.
Yep.
I don't know. Because now they're tagging you saying that you need to pause it. Wait, but like we can't sub. No, he's back. Like Dylan's back. Yeah. Yeah, no. I basically no, he says like you can, but you just can't sub in anymore. Yeah.
Yeah. If he DCs.
Oh, why are we unpausing? Okay, they're good now.
Alright, it should be good to go. He'll just pop back up in the feed. He'll be behind everyone else, picking a hero.
Oh, crispy. Okay.
Yeah, and
I was gonna say we have more of a zombie comp here from the side of Nano Valk. Oh, we actually have like a brawl-ish with this Brig Mercy on the side of Dragon's Fight, which is really odd. Okay, we gotta get a big res out here from Hannah, but Hannah gonna go down to Zombie Dylan. We have Ditto out of mech. Now it's gonna be good for Dragon's Fight right now as they're gonna be being pushed back into a corner here by this dive. The Bear gonna be able to get Fritz out of this fight as Xanoval's gonna start collapsing on the rest of the team. Ditto goes down, Ditto goes down, and Medium Rare gonna be taken out as the last player for Dragon's Fight before Nano Valks will capture. Ooh, actually Okami got staggered. Yikes.
Yeah, like I said, their kind of comp is relying on their entire team to just dive all at once, because every single one of their heroes has mobility, and you saw right there that ruthless aggression from, you know, Nate, Bear, and Dylan just diving in. It was just too much for them to handle with just a Ryan and a Diva holding down the front line. They need something with a little more mobility for main tank, in my opinion, but if they work as a unit, they should be able to bust through this.
Dragonflight gonna be pushing in, but the bear of a really fast EMP here, gonna be getting that off and allowing Zombie to get the stick of the pulse bomb onto Swirling Throw. And with that, Nano Valk's gonna have a really coordinated push here. Ditto gonna get staggered here as well, which is not good for Dragonflight. We are already 50% on this point as Nano Valks are going to wait for their next attack.
And that was just really unfortunate timing for DB. They all push in together on coast, and you know, Bear was just absolutely insane building off a Nano and one EMP in one team fight. Anyways, they pop Coalescence here.
Huge Coalescence. It's going to be going in here. Medium Rare going to be taken out here by Emmy Mouth, as Wham will just be jumping in here to get a lot of value onto this backline. Huge hack onto Ditto as well, going to be getting that Diva out of mech and leaving him out of mech.
Yeah,
And with that, yeah. Oh, sorry.
I was just going to say that they were just able to build up so many ults in such a short amount of time compared to BB that they just, you know, overpowered them with the amount of ults
Oh, absolutely. Nanobox is doing a great job building up these ults right now. BB's not able to catch up. And with that, we have Angry Monkey and Beacon be popped here as well. Whirling Throw goes down. Rappy going to be kicking out Okami. There is a bomb here, a Hail Mary bomb coming out here from Ditto, but oh, gets hacked out of the remech. And with that, it's a 100-0 in Nano Valk's favor.
Yeah, very well played from Valk right there. It was just very unfortunate for BB. They were never really able to build their ultimates in a consistent manner. And when they did, they just kind of popped them kind of whenever, wherever. Whereas Valk, it seems like every single ultimate they had just got got major value. And they were able to win team fights off of one or two ultimates being popped. And it was just well executed by them at the end of the day.
Oh, absolutely, I agree. A lot of it too is just that Nano Valk was so coordinated that Dragon's Fight weren't even really given breathing room. They were just getting pushed on constantly by that dive. So now Nano Valk's going to be swapping to a Brawl with the Bear on the May. So Team on the high ground wall going to go up. It's going to be isolating the main tank. And he goes down to Zombie Dylan. Huge pin comes in from Wham as well, and we're going to be invested as Nano Valks are going to keep on pushing in. We have a hog here on the side of Dragon's Fight. More than likely, possibly a duo flankers is my guess. I am curious though if we're going to keep on it. No, Ditto is going to swap.
Yeah, they just didn't expect the May, I'm assuming, which, you know, running out with the hog is kind of unfortunate. And, you know, we just weren't able to break that wall in time, save the main tank, and that wall just led to another huge shatter.
Huge shatter comes in from Wham. He gets a triple. Absolutely huge here, coming out from Nano Valk, and the wall is going to be keeping Okami from getting... Oh no, Okami will get back into spawn. Very nice use of fade there from them. Dragon's Fight going to be waiting for that recontest as Nano Valks are going to back up. Whirling Throw 70% to a Dragon here, as well as Okami close that Coalescence as possible. We can have a turnaround here. Ditto is able to get a Wham. Both main tanks are down here for both sides, but Ditto is out of mech. The team for Dragon's Fight is a split right now. Whirling Throw gets taken down. Ditto is taken down. Ooh, Medium Rare gonna be the last one to go down here as the rest of Dragon's Fight will back up for a recontest.
Yeah, this entire point right here is just been a series of unfortunate events for Fritz or Evan here. And,
absolutely.
Yeah, it's just every time they find an opportunity to take out the opposing main tank, and Fritz also gets taken down. Now High Noon is on him off. That's just gonna waste so much more time.
Oof, absolutely. May not have gone anyone, but just wasting time is really good for a control point here. Blizzard and Bomb goes in as well. Neither seem to find any victims. And here comes the Dragon from Swirling Crow, but the Immort will save the day. We are getting close to the one fight territory here. I don't know if anyone can touch. Coalescence gonna be getting X Flames out of the fight here. Okami gonna be getting a really nice hit, but can anyone touch? And no, Nano Valks will take Busan.
That's such a huge immortality kill there for Nemi, because without it, I mean, that's probably a 2K. Diva doesn't get to remag. The Cassidy
Dylan,
also
I
dies.
think, yeah. It just shows that Emmy has this beautiful awareness of her surroundings. That's just something that's like, I've always been super impressed with her by when it comes to her support play. You can't get something past her. She's gonna notice. I believe it was Emmy on the map.
Yeah.
Okami had some really good plays there too, though. It was kind of like Okami and Emmy kind of duking it out there towards the end.
Yeah, Ook or Okami, she was definitely the standout player on DB right there, if I had to pick one. But, you know, it just wasn't enough, you know, to save the main tank so many times that it's not that, you know, Evan was playing bad or anything. It was literally just the coordination, whether it was through the Mei or whether it was through the dive, he was just caught out so many times, even with the support that he had.
Oof, very true. I think the team just needs to focus more on just rallying around him a little more so he can be aggressive. I don't know, maybe that's like a little bit of a like easier said than done kind of thing, because like it's easy to say that, but when you're in the game there's a million things happening, you know? Like there's a flanker and there's ults happening. It's not like, you know, super like realistic. I think it's just gonna be like get those callouts on point, get some ult management going, like ult track, and I think that Dragon Spy does have a chance to reverse sweep this.
Yeah, I think if they just hone in, I know this is a hard thing to do, but if they hone in some sort of counter to the Mei, or just or even run a Mei themselves to try to catch out whether it's gonna be Nate or Jay here, you know, especially since Jay plays very aggressive, you can run a Mei into this and stop them from pushing in with the aggression and catch out Jay or Nate. It could work, but it's gonna be tough because we know how Valk, you know, is just so coordinated with these kinds of things that I'm sure they'll figure out something to save their tank.
Oh yeah, Valk's coordination is on a whole other level. They've just been playing together for so long. They have that second nature when it comes to like it's like instinct to help their teammates. It's very hard to catch one of them out. So it's gonna be difficult to try, but it's doable, exactly. Difficult but doable. Now that control is sorry.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I think it's I think it just starts with running the proper, you know, comp into what they're running, whether it's a counter comp or a mirror comp, you know. Yeah, Hollywood. Go on.
Oh boy, Hollywood is interesting.
It's a map. That's what I can say about it. It's not my favorite, but it's a map.
The Hollywood's just weird. It's a weird hybrid, especially that first point. It's not one of my favorites.
Pushing past
and it can be
point's
super
kind of a pain.
difficult. Yeah, attack like on first point with like a team running like a super heavy bunker can just be so difficult.
That's just pain. Oh, we do see Hulk coming in actually. So you know, Hulk known for their Junkrat play, so perhaps you can run Junkrat here. It's a pretty solid character on first point defense because, you know, like I said, a trap on the high ground prevents, you know, high ground pushes from really going as fast as you would want them to be, but also at the same time just spamming those chokes, which I believe there's only 2 in the point. So I mean, you just have a lot of spam and a lot of damage coming in through those choke points. It's kind of hard to deal with.
Oof, yeah. and then if there's like a really coordinated dive on the attack, it can be really difficult to find like a space to get away. From my experience, like I'm on the defense and somebody's running like a really good dive.
Mm-hmm.
So like it can go both ways, but I am really
Yeah,
curious what the teams are gonna run.
if I had to make a prediction, if I had to guess DPS lineup, probably Junkrat Echo. Looking at the DPS duo here, maybe even an Ashe with Crow running Ashe. And then for Nano Valk, I'm expecting kind of, Rhine Diva, which is their bread and butter here, but more aggressive this time.
Oh, sorry for the yawn. But there's some really interesting predictions there. To be honest, like I'm not used to the teams yet, so I'm not like in the know of like what they play exactly. I'm getting there, but it's gonna like take a bit.
Yeah,
But I am
it's
curious.
mostly. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I am curious though, like if we're gonna be seeing like some heavy bunker,
Mm-hmm.
Right, we have readies from DB. Nice.
I have since I'm part of Valk, I kind of know what each and every person is comfortable with and likes to run. And for DB, having played them so many times and even played on their team for a little bit, you kind of get a feel for what everyone is comfortable with on their team as well, especially casting their games for quite a while. So as we assemble our heroes, I hope my predictions aren't, kind of out the crackpot, and I don't look dumb. Please don't make me look dumb.
Fingers crossed. Curious.
Ready for
Oh,
battle.
double
Okay,
bubble.
well, I did not expect that.
Yeah, no,
But-
I did not expect double bubble either, because it hasn't really been like a comp people have run lately.
Attackers incoming.
I'm
in
gonna
Yeah.
assume J-Rod will swap off to go Rhine? Just like, don't think I've ever really seen him play Winston before, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, me neither. That's why it was a head scratcher for me as well, because I really haven't seen Jay play Monkey.
Yeah, like I've seen him play like Sigma.
There
Okay,
we
yep,
go.
yep.
That
Go
makes
into the
sense.
Rhine for the brawl.
That makes more
Kind
sense.
of what I expected. So I'd say the rest
Well,
of this lineup isn't like meant for Monkey, so it was,
Defend objective A.
Yeah, I got most of my predictions correct. I was 2 for 4. Did nothing wrong.
Pro though on this Tracer is going to be interesting. His defense Tracer is not something you see every day. Alright, wall going to be popped here for Nano Valk, and we're already used as well from Enemy Mouse as Nano Valk are trying to push in to the point. Medium rare. Gonna be playing a little safe here, looking for some poke damage. Both sides are still kind of just stoking, kind of like looking at each other, figuring things out, figuring out what they want to do. I have to do that. Oh, and a huge pick comes out here from Zombie Dylan. Hannah is down. Here comes the window from Emmy Mouse, and Zombie Dylan will get the pick onto Swirling Pro as medium rare will find a huge shatter. He does get J-Rod, and a Flux does come out, but I don't know if this is enough.
Huge immortality build right there.
Huge immortality. Emmy Mouse has that quick window, though. I didn't even realize.
Yeah, and I mean that fight is quintessential Valkyrie. They just do what they do best there, and that's create space for their DPS to just pop off, give them room to breathe, and Dylan did not disappoint there.
Absolutely not. Just getting that huge pick on the BAP allowed Nano Valk to push in about a lot of fear, really. Both sides are going to be doing this standoff once more, as well as the payload's going to start moving. Intro going down once again to Zombie Dylan. Huge beat comes out here from Living Truth, and Living Truth's going to be destroying that tire as well from Hulk Smash. grab is thrown out here from Nano Valk as well as a dragon. The Immortal is going to be huge here from Hannah. Going to be allowing the team to get out of there safely. The energy pops here from Okami, but the shatter from J-Rod is absolutely huge. Both Smash and Okami are both down here. Medium Rare is able to get Emmy Mouse. What? Ditto without a mech. Ooh, Swirling Crow now on the Reaper, tries to get into the back line, but is going to get found out by Sidomia. Sidomia going to be getting that double as well. And with that, Nano Valk are still just going to keep on pushing this payload.
Yeah, that's insane. I thought, you know, after the beat was not really wasted, it was the right decision to pop the tire. But after it was used, and after Dragons and Grav were also used, I thought it was going to be a turn fight right there with the beat being invested. I thought, you know, Hannah was going to pop window. They're just going to find fix. But oh my gosh, a nice shatter right there.
Oh, big shatter and window going to be coming out here. J-Rod goes down to Swirling Crow, but another dragon from Zombie Dylan is going to be popped here. Nice immort from Hannah, but oh, they're going to go down. BB are going to have to back up here just a bit.
Yeah, they're just not able to get outside. Oh my gosh, these bombs!
Bomb is invested in order to allow Ditto to remech, which is not a bad choice here at all. Having your Diva in mech is a lot better than being demeched. Gonna be having Medium Rare going on to the Sigma now. The Diva Sigma high damage comp. Ooh, another shatter comes in from J-Rod as well as a Blizzard from the Bear. DB have just not been able to stabilize themselves on this point. Oh, stopping the Lucio at spawn. And with that, with 4 minutes and 6 seconds on the clock, Nano Valk will push it all the way.
0 to 3. Switching sides.
Yeah, and it was just hard for them yet again to find a footing with just so much aggression just being thrown at them. They were kind of put in a situation where it's like if they didn't invest ults to try to turn a losing fight, they were just gonna lose straight up. And they were just gonna, and that's exactly what happened. They didn't use a window right there whenever they had a chance to turn it, and it cost them there. But at the same time, they made the smart play because they were already down 2 in that fight. So,
absolutely, it's just kind of a... This is going to be kind of an uphill battle here for DB. Especially with a time bank like that from Nano Valk.
Incoming in 30 seconds.
Interesting
double sniper.
defense. Oh.
Justice will be
Okay,
done.
double sniper, double shield. You'll love to see it. Playing
The double shield with the Reinhardt.
Playing the good old double shield. Let's go. I hate running. Like running against this comp is so annoying if you're playing competitive.
Oh,
But
absolutely.
it's effective. It's super effective
Defend
though.
objective
Gonna be having Ditto back on the hog here with a Mercy Lucio comp coming out from DB. Kind of a low heal kind of comp. So they're gonna have to be incredibly careful. Their pushes and Hannah's gonna go down!
What a shot. And already having the backup, they don't want to lose the Mercy here.
I think it was
Nice
also
play.
the pull from Sidomia was able to help the Bear get that shot, which was beautiful coordination. Gonna be having Hannah swapping off the Mercy to a Moira. Definitely gonna be a lot more healing for this team. Oh, we're gonna have a Telly going up here from Swirling Crow. Gonna be allowing DB to take this high ground. Huge hook onto Emmy. Mouse comes out from a Ditto. No res for Nano Valk, but Hulk Smash goes down to Live and True. The Reinhardt drops early here from the side of DD, but the rest of the team does not follow, and because of that, Medium Rare is going to go down. Ditto is able to find 2 picks, but the shatter is huge from J-Rod.
And
Once again, Ditto getting a huge pick. Like throwing Ditto. Oh my goodness, and Hulk Smash going to be able to follow up here and get Emmy Mouse. It is only 2 people on point. Medium Rare is back as well as the rest of DB. It is possible for them to still take this so they can just focus. But the rest of Nano Valks are coming back as well. J-Rod goes down. Emmy Mouse as well. Huge shatter comes out here from Medium Rare. Zombie Dylan and Living Truth are gonna go down here. Dragons are going to be popped. But is it enough? One tick in DB's favor comes through. This Hog, man, absolute game changer here for DB. Just allowing them to set a really nice tempo for them.
Yeah, and shout out to Swirling Crow too. That teleporter just stayed alive that entire fight, and it just allowed them to slowly overrun them. Sure, it may have taken more time, but I mean, it was just enough to just keep the floodgates.
It's like, I don't even think Nano Valk expected to tell you. So it just really wasn't like on their radar, but it worked beautifully. And they just kept like throwing themselves off. Oh my goodness! J-Rod. This huge shatter comes through, and Bob's gonna be used as well. Hoaxback does get 2 hits. And Payload is gonna keep on slowly moving here. Ooh, the Okami goes down.
As the cart slowly pushes, Valk regaining that high ground. And here comes the window. This could be opportunity for Dylan to just keep popping some heads here.
Another telly gonna be popped as well for DB's use. Looking really good here for DB.
Smart play, just waiting for window to die down. And now they're pushing in into a bunch of bolts here. They have the super charger down, but here comes Duke with the Hannah with the coalescence.
Yeah, really nice use of the coalescence there to use it to destroy the bongo and to allow Medium Rare to push onto it in order to get Sidomia and J-Rod out of position. Beautiful use of ultimates here. And on that too, they still have 3 ultimates. Honestly, DB's been doing better with the ult economy than Nano Valk this round.
Yeah, I 100% agree, and it's just showing. I think this teleporter play has just been absolutely awesome for them. It's been giving them that mobility to the high ground, which they're often not be able to reach otherwise.
Very true. And they've usually doing a good job of controlling this high ground and allowing Ditto to have a lot of control. Ooh, gonna be having to bear popping the high noon, but the sim window gonna be keeping him separated for a little bit here. Bob gonna be stalling as well. Emmy Mouse going in for the touch. DB is so close now, they just have to clean up. They get off the point, and with that, DB will capture second.
Huge play for Luke, beating off there. Bear had an opportunity to just keep killing, but just denied him the space. Also, not letting Emmy keep the pocket on him. It was just a nice read right there.
Very true. Now DB is doing a really good job keeping that momentum going. They have staggers coming out on Nano Valk. Huge pick again from Ditto, getting to bear right out of the sky. A window is going to come out here from Living Truth. DB are going to... Oh, they teleport past it!
Do something!
DB are able to teleport past, and the coalescence is going to come through here from Hannah. A lot of heals coming in for the team as both sides are going to keep picking. Here comes the Hoggle from Ditto. Ooh, but 2 picks go in favor of Nano Valk, and Hulk Smash though is able to return the favor by getting Zombie Dylan. Oh my goodness, Emmy Mouse is down. This is no res for Nano Valk. Medium Rare going to be pushing in here, looking to battle it out with J-Rod. Nano Valks are definitely sweating a little bit here. Okami looking good for both sides. Here comes the grab for Nano Valk, but the beat is huge for Okami. Huge shatter comes in from Medium Rare. Oh my god, the hook shatter! I just realized it was a hook shatter. Ooh, Tyre gonna be invested here as well, and it does get Zombie Dylan. Emmy Mouse gonna be desperately trying to get away, but will get charged here by Medium Rare. And with that, DB will capture it all the way with 1 minute and 42 seconds.
What an absolute perfect play to cap it off on. The tank line from DB that was just unreal. Ditto hooking in Jay right there, preventing him from, keeping that shield up, protecting the team from medium rare shatter, and instead medium rare gets a free shatter without Valk even knowing.
But honestly, I just feel like Valk was not expecting this Sim Hog kind of composition that DB rocked out on. Like, this didn't seem like they had a plan for it.
Yeah, it was a very wacky comp that you wouldn't expect, but it makes a lot of sense if you look at the fundamentals. I mean, you have Ryan, you have Hog, two characters not known for their quick mobility, getting one place to another, whether it's high ground or whether it's just a long distance in a quick amount of time. And with the Symmetra, you can do that. So it grants the mobility that both tanks are lacking.
On that too, but the Telly was allowing Crow to just like Telly in, get some damage in, Telly out, Hulk, And Hulk as well. Hulk Smash was just like Tellying in, throwing in some high damage mines, and then Tellying out. Beautiful use of that Telly, and now on the side of DB, we're having a Bastion Telly. We're leveling up here.
This is the comp I expected. It's a little cheesy, but it gets the job done.
Barrier already down here for medium rare. Looks like Nano Valk are prepared this time for the Telly. They don't want to get fooled by it twice here. They're pushing up, getting ready for the Telly. The Telly goes through, but medium rare goes down to Living Truth. But Hulk Smash is able to get J-Rod in the process. But the rest of Nano Valks, they're gonna clean up.
Yeah, it was good adaptation there from Valk. They run the Junkrat to counter the Symmetra. You just spam at the teleporter. You're probably gonna get someone, and it ends up working out in their favor.
It does seem like we're going to be having Ditto going off the Hog this time onto a onto a Diva. So we're going to be having the Telly though, but this time Hulk Smash is on the Junk once more. J-Rod has a Shatter. That's the only ult we have here. So Hannah is incredibly close to the Coalescence. Zombie Dylan has Bob as well. Both sides going to go back to poking at each other. Here comes the Coalescence from Hannah. Tanks are going to drop, but the Shatter from J-Rod is going to be huge here. Finds medium rare with a beat. Come down here from Okami. Going to be huge as well. Swimming Troll is able to get Sidomia, but the Tire from the Bear going to find him. Nano Valks are now going to be able to clean up here with Dylan getting two. Mouse is going to be popping that Valk as well, just for last measure, but the Telly's still up, and medium rare goes in for the touch.
Oh my god.
With that, Valk will hold.
The Valking Mercy, scariest DPS in the game.
I mean, not wrong at all.
Yeah, like I said, it was just, even in that team fight, you just saw how much of a difference maker Junkrat is against the Symmetra. You can try all you want to run the Diva and protect yourself from the spam, but if that Junkrat's already set up predicting where you're gonna go, DPing is just becomes an absolute nightmare. Yeah, it builds up your support ults, but at the same time, you're probably gonna lose one or two just off the rip.
True. Looks like we're going to be getting a similar composition from Nano Valks here. High damage here with a Hanzo Junk. They're definitely looking just to storm in, do a lot of damage, get the point as fast as possible. On the side of DB, we're going to be running something similar here. So we're going to be having a Diva for that DM more than likely, and Swirling Crow is going to be on the Soldier.
It's a little bit of a tough matchup for the Soldier here. You don't really have an easy target to just shoot at, except for maybe Hanzo, but
well,
even
Junk's
then,
not
you keep the
necessarily
Hanzo too
good
long.
against Soldier as well. So he could, keep the Junkrat at range, possibly. That's kind of what I'm seeing from it. Oh, though right away, Hulk Smash is gonna go down here to Zombie Dylan. Zombie Dylan gonna be flaming too. The charge gonna be going in here as well from J-Rod. Finds Okami on the way in. Swirling Crow is able to get Emmy Mouse, but this seems like it may be it. And Nano Velks will take Hollywood.
Dylan, absolute nutcase on the Hanzo. I mean, getting a 4K in that team fight. That's just nasty play. He didn't even have space for the first two, and yet he just finds them magically. Oh,
it's like, should I be shocked? Probably not.
This beautiful shadow here from Jay. Jeez, chill and save some damage for the rest of the team. Look at that.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I mean, Valk up 2-0 in the series. You know, situation's looking a bit dire for DB now. I do think throwing some kind of off-the-wall comps towards Valk seemed to be working. But Valk just adapted straight away. They knew exactly, they knew that DB was just going to run the same thing into them because, you know, they saw how effective DB were with it, and they just adapted on the fly, running the Junkrat into it. So I think if DB continue to just keep throwing these wild, wacky comps and just catching them off guard, it may work. But it's a tough task. It's a tall order.
It's definitely a tall order, especially against a team that seems to not like to be fooled twice. Like, normally I'm the person where it's like, oh, if it's not broken, don't fix it, but seems that Nano Velks, they kind of just adapt very quickly. You had to keep on your toes.
Yeah, and for Valk, I just, you know, I just think you continue doing what you're doing with your coordinated pushes and the on-the-fly adaptations. I think, you know, just continuing that kind of trajectory is just a recipe for success, and it should lead them to yet another map victory slash series victory. However, I don't think DB is quite out of it yet. We like I said, we did see them kind of try something different and it working. So, I mean, if they can just continue doing that, it should just be pretty competitive. You know, Valk can keep adapting, but, you know, if you just have more stuff up your sleeve, it might just be enough.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I think that Dragon's Bite does possibly have more tricks up their sleeve that could catch Nano Velk off guard like they did on Hollywood.
Yeah, I do know Evan is pretty good wrecking ball. Cough cough.
I remember going against his wrecking ball. It was not fun.
Wrecking ball is just annoying. He's just
Very
he doesn't
annoying.
really do much for a long time, but when he does something, it's just devastating.
Wrecking Ball is just like one of those heroes. You kind of just gotta let him do his thing, you know? And either it works or it don't work.
You can't really put too much into a Wrecking Ball just kind of in your backline, because if you do, you're sacrificing that you know, frontline space. So
Yeah.
it is a tricky character to go up against, but who knows, maybe they don't even decide to run it, which, you know, I think it would be something worth trying, at least for a couple fights. But, you know, then again, you know, Valk is just pretty darn good at characters like Mei, like Cassidy, Sombra. It's kind of hard to, like, really stick on the Wrecking Ball for too long. But, you know, we'll see what they do.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
So, Twitch chat, how you doing? Yeah, I'm talking to y'all.
Oh, I forgot about Twitch chat.
Yeah, I have them pulled up. They've been good eggs.
Good to hear. Good to hear.
Oh, Rialto. You know, to be honest, I did my research on the teams and the matches that they played in the previous round. The one thing I always do is also check map pool, and this time I forgot.
Yeah, I always forget to look at map pool too. So like I think like me and Chuck did it right before. Like we were like, oh crap, what was map pool again? And then
I
we're like, oh
usually am
yeah,
pretty good at
like
that.
yeah. Normally we're just like, okay, what did we scrim? Like what did we scrim recently? And that's how like we remember.
Yeah, I usually just check in. It's in my head, whatever. But I'm better at the storylines, anyways. I'm better at just crafting that stuff on the spot. Rialto. You know, call me crazy, but I think for Valk, they are most likely slash definitely probably gonna be running Pharah here. And if they are, you might want to
It's
keep Crow on hit scan.
yeah, it's more than likely that they're gonna be running that Pharah here.
I mean, if you want to, you can run Crow on the Echo, pocket the Echo, because typically Echo outduels the Pharah, but yeah, I mean, kind of cracked who I would assume it would be playing the Pharah, even though Bear previously played it.
Echo does a stupid amount of damage as well. So honestly, just using that to your advantage is never a bad idea as well.
I wonder what Hulk is gonna run because I mean we did see a lot of the Junkrat play, which showed some pretty solid success, especially on their attack. So if they do stick with Hulk, what kind of DPS would they run? If I had to guess, maybe a Reaper.
Maybe?
There's not really any like. I'm trying to wonder what Reaper could do against the comp that Valk might run, which I would assume is like a double shield kind of look here. Probably not much, so maybe Junkrat. Everett is coming in for DB though, so swapping out Ditto here, who was the Hog on Hollywood, popped off.
Okay, gonna be putting in Severed, I believe that's how you say it. Gonna be having Severed coming in for the first time this game, I believe, yeah.
I wonder if they'll have any more swaps. We haven't seen Tony. It's good to see Tony. Come on, put Tony in. Do it.
Looks like we have Rappy come back for the tank as well with Wham.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised how much, I mean, looking at Valk, they usually have Cyan for the majority of the time because, I mean, as real size diva, Jeff's kiss. I mean, that's just
very
insane.
true. He does run a mean diva.
And
I used to have to go against him as a diva when he was on diva, and it was frightening. I'll tell ya.
It's hard. It's tough.
It's hard. It's tough.
Yeah. I'm kind of surprised. No teams opted to swap sides. I forget who gets the pick for that, but I'm surprised. I think it might be DB who gets the option for that, but you know, I'm surprised they didn't choose to attack here first, especially since, you know, their attack on Holly would have been so well.
Yeah, true.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Oh, is that right? Just
okay.
2 sides? Oh yeah, I forget. That rule. Yeah.
Got it,
Now I
got
remember
it.
that rule. I forgot that rule existed.
So to be
Okay, so
honest,
what-
I would want to have the defense first anyway, just because like defense on this point, especially with what DB is running here, is definitely very favorable for Rialto. We got flyers on both sides with Swirling Crow gonna be on that Hanzo to give DB a little bit of extra burst damage. Huge anti coming in here from Emmy Mouse already gonna be getting medium rare pretty low. Payload pretty soft here, but Swirling Crow is gonna get taken down by DeBear.
Yeah, I like this double bird, but
Yeah, double bird can be so annoying. I saw it and I was just kind of like, well, you know, it's a lot of damage, it's a lot happening around you. And it can be super difficult for any team, even a well-experienced one, to take down a double bird composition. Ooh. Huge res does come in from Hannah, but Severed is down.
Time to raise my APM.
Got the Nano Monkey as well from Wham. And with this, it looks like Nano Valks are going to be able to push DB back.
yeah, this double bird comp is just it's pretty tough to deal with. Yeah. Oh my. Oh whoa.
The bear is down though. This is one up for DB, but they aren't able to touch in time. We do have Flame. Oh, we do have Hannah here. Going to be using that Valk, keeping the team up. Going to be helping them move back and to give them some damage boost as well. Medium rare though, gonna be out of mech, and here comes the barrage from Dylan! Res does come through here from Hannah, but I don't know if it's enough. Not with how Nano Valk is just absolutely taking control of every little part of this map.
Yeah, I mean, they just have so much space to work with. The entire air sector, and even the ground with Rappy and Nate just clutching it right there.
It's the air, the ground, the high ground, every little piece Nano Valk is making sure they have control of. Shatter does come in from Severed, but doesn't seem to get anyone. No, he does charge Rappy here off the point. Nano Torb comes in as well, but the bear is the Duke Rhine right now. Here comes the Shatter, doesn't seem to find anyone. Hannah coming in with the res, able to get Swirling Crow back in. DB are still in this fight as Wham is gone. Swirling Crow is gone as well, but Hulk Smash is able to find Emmy Mouse. But the res from Flames is going to be absolutely huge here. Severed, going to be coming back in here with the Sigma, using that shield to kind of like displace Zombie Dylan as best as he possibly can. And with that DB, you're going to be able to hold here on second. Really nice hold from them. They were able to catch Wham out and just get that momentum going. Valk's going to be used early here. As Hannah's going to be going in for the Glock. Looking to scare away Dylan and doing a good job at it there. Flame's going to be forced to use the Valk here. As Dylan able to get 2 picks, but the res from Hannah are going to be huge here. Okami goes down to only 1 heal for DB. Bomb is thrown into a corner by Medium Rare, but the point is still alive for DB as Swirling Crow comes back with the visor. Hulk Smash is down. Medium Rare out of mech. Gets him on the point. Don't think anyone can touch, and Nano Valk are gonna be able to get second.
Yeah, they did a good job stalling that one there, but now here comes the pain with so many ultimates already built up. DB doesn't really have a big answer to this other than and Nano coming up as well as the needed flux from Severed. So it's gonna be a rough one, but if they can stave off this duplicate, this is doable.
So far, Bomb isn't able to find anyone, but wham as the Nano Monkey gets severed out of the fight, but the bear goes down to Swirling Crow. Huge hook there from Medium Rare, but the res of the bear is live. It goes through, and Nano Valk are pushing in once more. Severed comes in with the flux. We have a Nano Crow right now. Crow is able to get the bear. We have Medium Rare back in this fight as well. And once again, it looks like DB are going to be able to hold this, turning it around for their own benefit and forcing Nano Valk to back up.
Yeah, you know, it's not your typical play to Nano the Soldier here, you know, unless they pop the visor, but it ends up working out in their favor. You know, Crow ends up saving off that duplicate, as well as taking out Bear and Rappy, as well as the other team just following up on that, and it's just enough.
It also helped him get his ult as well, so it's a win-win. Oh, Valk's gonna be used here for a massive damage boost from Hannah. Gonna be keeping Nano Valk back for a little bit longer, especially if Rappy is still out of mech. Mech is back. So the Valk is still alive. Here comes the barrage from Dylan, but Swirling Crow will be able to take him out. Oh, but not before going down to Emmy Mouse. Res onto Severed, goes through, the bear is down. This is still winnable for DB. Wham, gonna be jumping in here on the monkey. But Medium Rare is doing a good job keeping him at bay. He can't be jumping in the backline like he was before, not with this hog keeping flankers in check. But now we have the Nano Monkey. Severed is down again. Hulk smash down to the Nano Monkey. A lot of damage here. It's only the hog and supports left. Wham, going after that Anna. Medium Rare is down here, and Hannah gonna be taken out before the res can go through. Not sure if anyone can touch here. In a minute 20 seconds, Nano Valk will complete point 3. So not a bad stall there from CD.
Yeah, they did pretty well, you know, stopping a lot of that aggression that Valk was throwing at them, especially on second and third point. They managed to find a good footing for those points, and you know, it worked out for them. You know, a minute 20 is it's still a pretty decent time bank for Rialto, but at the same time, it is very beatable. If DB has you know, only a few stalls in their pushes, I mean, they just cap with a better time bank. It's just that easy, but
yeah,
easier said than done though.
It is indeed easier said than done, especially when we have Nano Valk gonna be kind of mirroring this comp, somewhat mirroring the hog mostly that DB was running, especially with X Flames on the Zen for the Discord. This is gonna be a lot of damage in Nano Valk's favor. DB is gonna have to be incredibly smart.
Flames is gonna be in a lot of danger against that Sombra though.
Ooh, yeah.
So they're gonna have to peel for him quite a bit.
Hopefully Crow can maybe get that Zen. Oh, Medium Rare gonna be able, going down here to the bear. The res does come through here from Hannah as Nano Valks are going to start pushing in. Medium Rare going in here with the bubble. Already a lot of pressure going in onto Wham, but the heals are amazing here from Nano Valk and keeping that grind up, and Severed will go down.
Huge Discord there from Flames.
Ooh, absolutely. The damage from the Zen coming out here from Discord is just insane. And it's going to be incredibly hard to push past. Right. Everyone, Severed is able to take Rappy out of the fight. Oh! Even with Emmy Mouse down, the damage from... Oh no, DV actually able to get 2 picks? It seemed that Nano got a little bit too greedy there, and instead ended up getting punished, possibly? I'm not sure.
Yeah, it looks like Nate
I feel like
just
I
kind
blinked
of...
and missed it.
Yeah, Nate kind of pushed into the back line there, trying to take on the enemy Rhine. Meanwhile, Medium just flanked and uncontested. He just had fully charged, beamed everyone down in the back line.
Dang, and with that, DB is going to be able to get first. Rappy is going to be able to hook in Severed, but the Immort coming out is big here. Ooh, grab is going to be used by Medium, but the whole hog will push them off point. Rappy going to be taking back this fight with some big hooks. And if that DB are going to have to recontest, Valk's going to be used here by Hannah in order to allow them to get away as the rest of DB start to come back.
Yeah, and that is just a clean re-engage here with so many ults to work with. I don't know how they break this without finding a huge shatter here, but the dragons are absolutely massive.
Huge dragons coming in here. Now Nano Valk are just going to be able to clean up.
Yeah, those dragons just split off the entire tank line from the rest of the team, and you know, it was just easy pickings from there for Valk.
Rappy's going to be in this backline too as Hog, but Medium Rare does spot him, is going to try and get him to back up and succeed. Looks like DB's going to be going this high ground now, but the hook onto Severed is huge! Oh my goodness.
Nutty. How do they do that? I don't know.
He just got that really good, he got like that really good aim, I guess, you know, hook accuracy. Severed now on the bottom here with the rest of DB on top. Oh, and here comes a window from Okami, as well as a dupe grind from Smiling Crow, but it doesn't last really long. DeBear able to get the triple though, and will help clean this up. Ooh, the quadruple actually. Just a lot of really good ults here from the side of Nano Valks.
Yeah, and they've done a really nice job rotating these ults. They're coming back online with the whole hog, as well as Dylan's dragon. So as long as, you know, bearing that he doesn't get picked off here, he should have it by the time they engage. He spots Hulk in the back line.
But she just Hulk has that Death Blossom. It's gonna be really important here. Oh, Swirling Crow able to get an early pick onto Dylan. Huge grab comes out as well, and here comes the Death Blossom! Hulk smash getting the getting 5 with it. Holy moly, great coordination there from DB, and now they're going to be able to keep on pushing. So it's gonna get dangerous from here on out because Nano Valks, they have that dragon, they have that whole hog, and Wham is getting incredibly close to a shatter.
Yeah, and that was just a smart play from DB there. They put both DPS in the back line and just pushed the tanks up, distracted them just long enough to get their to get that play off.
Beautiful play there from X-Flames, taking out Severed before he could shatter. And now we have 4 ults online for Nano Valk.
Yeah, I believe Severed was hooked in, and that just allowed them to burst him down without any help.
It's Hanu.
Oh,
High Noon comes out from DeBear, does find Hannah. No mercy here for DB. We are getting into the 1 minute mark as well. Ooh. DeBear gonna be picking off Swirling Crow as Zombie Dylan gonna be fighting Okami. It is just one pick after another.
and they're just not able to push in. As soon as they peek their heads out of a corner, they're just getting it taken off. Oh, Rappy finds Hulk as well.
They're just not being given a moment to recontest.
Yeah, I mean, they're just playing. Valk is just playing the super smart. I mean, they're just poking at him for such long distances that
30
they
seconds.
just really can't do anything about it unless they themselves try something like that. Maybe teleport the Reaper in, but I mean, you're just taking a huge risk here.
Hulk is going to be teleporting top, but gets taken down by the bear. Flame's able to find Severed. The Roadhog Juice does come in with the Nano. Is able to find Rappy, but a huge Transcendence is going to come out here from X-Flames. It's only the Echo alive here. And with the Juice now not online. And a Death Blossom here from the bear. And Dragons on the point. Oh, Dragons is going to find Crow and Severed and hold Smash. And with that,
Victory.
Nano Valk will take the series 3-0.
That last, I would say, about 2 minutes was just very, very hard for DB there, and they just couldn't push. They just couldn't do anything.
Yeah, it's just, they kept getting staggered out.
And it wasn't even like a positioning thing. That was just that was just pure raw aim from a long distance from Bear and from Dylan.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like it wasn't like DB's fault or anything. Just kind of just the luck of the draw, I guess. You know, just the DPS doing a great job getting those picks.
Yeah, and with that. That shall be the end of the match, with Valk taking this 3-0. Still yet to drop a map in these first 2 matches, so, you know, off to a hot start for Valk here. And as for DB, you know, it's not the start they wanted, obviously, but there's still plenty of time to make a comeback and to, you know, make up the map differential and try to find a spot in the Fire Tier playoffs. But, you know, with this start, it is going to be a uphill battle for them.
Oof, very true, very true. Like I said, though, they do still have a chance. It's just going to be tough.
Mm-hmm. And now...
Oh my goodness.
Oh, no. Should we do interviews first or MVPs?
Oh.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Chuck. I don't have any questions necessarily, so I'll let you lead the way, CB, if you do.
Yeah,
I am like very bad at interviews.
I have a few. First question, why all of you?
I guess they're just really excited.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Okay. Sounds good. Take a swig of water so my throat doesn't kill me. Hello, Jay.
Hey, how are you guys?
Pretty
We're doing
good.
mighty good.
Okay, alright.
Rappy, how's it going?
It's going. It's alright.
Is this all that was coming?
And
Emmy.
And Emmy, I think. Yeah, Emmy.
There
There
she
she
is.
Hello. All right. So, I want to start off by saying congrats on the win. you know, you guys are off to a 2-0 start, not dropping a single map yet. It was a very impressive showing here from you guys. So I want to talk about the first map with the whole DC situation. How, you know, that was probably pretty stressful. You know, how do you come back in those, especially in that first fight? Y'all guys ended up winning it. How do y'all come back from that after pretty much being a player down for the majority of that fight?
We basically just grouped up and hope not to die.
Yeah, we knew that Dylan would be slow coming out of spawn, so we just kind of played a little slow instead of rushing straight to point. But ended up working.
Yep.
All right, and
Because we already
these
like had our
questions-
set strat going, so we knew like exactly like what we wanted to pick, what we wanted to play. We just had to wait on him to get there.
Yep.
Yeah, these questions are mostly just gonna be open for anyone to answer, so anyone could take them. But yeah, Hollywood, you guys put up an impressive time bank on the attack. However, DB comes back with a crazy kind of Symmetra hog teleporting kind of strat, and you guys counter that with the Junkrat. You know, tell me what comms were like on that adaptation on the fly with just, you know, locking the Junkrat.
I wasn't in that map, so Jeremy can probably answer that one.
Well, when they first came out with the sim, we were kind of caught off guard, and then after they had the incredible, you know, they pushed it all the way in, which brought us back over to overtime. We kind of, you know, we said, hey, let's just watch out for it, and it happened. It was a huge shout out to Dylan and Bear, who kind of just cleared comms for us, and Emmy helped echoing that, where it's like, hey, TP's here, and it's kind of just Emmy with that, you know, with that, with the echo. Which
call?
really helped.
I got you.
Yeah, thank you. With the echo call, which helped us refocus, and honestly, I think it just allowed us to kind of collapse on them when they were all trying to come in at once.
Mm-hmm. And you know, with Rialto happening, you guys were stopped a little bit on the attack, but ended up pushing it all the way through. But on the defense, you guys were just on it. You know, you did give up first point in a kind of awkward, tragic way, but whenever it came to second point, you just didn't give them any, you know, time to breathe. Not even coming from spawn were they safe. You know, what was that? What made y'all decide to just pretty much hold high ground, hold spawn, and just don't let them even get anywhere near the cart?
Basically, I didn't want what happened on Hollywood happen, so we just kind of took aggressive positionings to prevent them from like getting any sort of advantage. So.
I think we were late to touch first on our defense, and so instead of, you know, giving up that full corner, we're just gonna hold bridge.
Yeah,
So,
and then we just kind of went from there.
We kept holding bridge, yeah.
Yeah, and I think it worked out pretty well. And for you guys, like I said, you know, congrats on the win. And moving forward, looking forward to your next match, you guys are carrying a bunch of momentum. You know, how are y'all guys gonna really keep that in check and not let it, you know, kind of get to your heads?
Scrim, take losses, like think about them during scrims, like how we lost, why we lost, stay humble, that sort of thing. Don't get cocky, that kind of stuff.
And yeah, I mean, with that, do you guys have any questions? You know, Zunes, Chuck, any of y'all?
Nope, I think you covered it. I'm absolutely terrible at coming up with questions. So I'm just going to congratulate you guys on the win.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Hey, Zooms.
Yeah. So, anyways,
Hello.
that'll do it for our interview. Chuck, did you have anything else? All right. Well, again, big congrats on the W. I'll probably see some of y'all on the server later. But good job, and looking forward to watching slash casting perhaps the rest of your games.
Well, thank you for casting.
Yeah, thank you guys for casting.
Thank you. All right. So we should get DB in pretty soon. Who is joining us from them? Okay. Hello, Tony.
Hello. Yeah, Severed too, but he doesn't have a mic, so you just have to read his chat. I'm on it.
Exactly. Okay.
There he is. Okay.
All right. So, obviously, this is not the start you guys wanted. Starting off 0-2 it sucks, but going forward from here, what are some takeaways that you guys can learn from this match?
I mean, Nano Valk played amazing. Like they were I didn't even play in the match. I never made it in. We only went 3, and like they were everywhere. They were everywhere on the map at all times. Like their speed and their coordination. Like watching them do that. Like that's something we could work on. Just their teamwork and stuff like was really just watching that. We'll watch back to VODs and like something like that. Yeah, working on that. Working on their mobility that they had and stuff like that is definitely something that we could work on.
Mm-hmm. And with map 1, you guys obviously that first attack really didn't go in your favor. They were down 1 and still found a way to come back and win that fight. Was that the kind of when you guys knew like it was gonna be a tough one going in, like just off of the first fight off rip?
I mean, I'll say, like I said, just watching the map, just immediately how coordinated they were, and just how they were on the guys and the girls at all times. I mean, yeah, it was not ideal to watch. They played absolutely amazing, and like it was still fun to. It sucked to watch my team, but it was a fun game to it was good to watch.
Mm-hmm. And Hollywood, I want to talk about this because you guys put up such a good fight on Hollywood, and you guys ended up taking it into extra rounds with that one. And I just want to see what was the chatter like in the party or in the team chat for you guys going into that map. Well, what kind of things did y'all say to each other? Adaptations y'all did.
Nobody that was in the team chat on Hollywood is in the interview right now. So, but just watching them, they start. It looked like they started to come together. Me and Sever weren't in that round, so
Mhm.
it looked like they started coming together, started making some better call outs, and really just focusing down, which is something that we need to do, and that Nano Valk was doing this entire series.
Yeah.
And we're just gonna go back, watch the VODs, work on that, and come back for next time. Look forward to playing them again.
Yeah, and Severed, I know you say you got Ryan diffed. I think, there definitely was not a Ryan difference. I think you and Nate played it pretty competitively. You both got some pretty nice value shatters there. Obviously, the team Valk had some good team coordination. I just want to know you personally. How does it how can you take away something like what can you take away from a solid Rhyme battle like this, like whether it's maybe you gotta hold shield more on certain things that they do, or positioning, like what are some key takeaways from a Rhyme battle like this? I was waiting for the typed response.
Don't worry, I promise he's typing it out. He's
No, I know.
I mean, Severed makes callouts in the middle of our game typing, so he'll get it.
That
But
is actually
yeah,
kind of nice. That is
the
kind of nice,
Ryan battles are There you go.
timing and positioning. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I mean that's what those Ryan battles are all about. I mean, you just got to be in the right place, looking for that right, that ebb and flow of all right, time to go aggressive, time to go passive, and they say he's the easiest character to play in the game, and is just not true. But
no, I think mechanically is easy, but
mechanically, yes, yeah, mentally, no.
Yeah, mentally he's one of the most difficult.
Yeah,
players.
it's a constant thought process, a constant battle of what should I be doing, where should I be, because anytime you're in the wrong place, it's game, it's done time.
Mm-hmm. And going into Rialto, you guys actually caught out Valk on first point. Nate was trying to get a little aggressive right there in the room.
Mm-hmm.
How was the call out right there for Crow and I forget who was playing Zarya, so apologies there, but
Crow
what
and
was the
medium.
Yes. What was the call out like right there? Just to say, you know what, the Rhine is out of position. Screw it.
I mean, those two right there, you'll always have them in comms making call outs. So they definitely would have coordinated if they saw, they got good eyes. I mean, we all know Crow. He sees what's going on. They definitely probably saw it and luckily capitalized on it. We had a good setup there with right over the bridge was another good one. They were definitely making some good call outs with that Zarya, and then Hulk dropping down with the Reaper ult to get a good couple of kills.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know how it is. You play that game, that first map. There was a little punch. That was a little punch in the face. Morale gets low. You dip down a little bit. You start to bring it back, and we just got to do some work.
Yeah, I think you guys showed a lot of heart there, especially on Hollywood and on the Rialto defense there. Those were some key moments where you guys really showed hey, you guys may, give us a little sucker punch, but we're not going down that easily, and that was pretty impressive to look at.
Yeah, Dragon's Best we're never gonna take it lying down. So We're always gonna keep going. But I mean, like Sever said in the message, Nano Valk. I mean, they were everywhere on the map at all times. It's like everywhere we turned, they were right there. That was some amazing play by them.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm looking forward to casting you guys as or even sorry, got something in my throat. Even just watching the games, I'm looking forward to that. You know, you guys are
Absolutely. We will put on DB. Will always put on a show. We'll always give a good time.
you guys
We'll
are
be here. We'll be here again. We'll be here again tomorrow. We can't wait. And yeah,
yeah.
we got some stuff to work on, but you know we're gonna keep on plugging. So
Yeah, and I would say keep your heads held high, and you know, I believe that just those little things that you guys got to fix can really make a difference. And I think if you guys do work on those things, it's just gonna flip the script. And with that, I think both of y'all
absolutely,
are
it's a couple of VOD reviews and conversations, and we can fix some of this stuff. But it was a great game. Everybody had a good time. I mean, no one likes to lose, but you know what? That's part of it. So.
But yeah, thank you, Tony and Severed, for the interview.
Yeah, and thank you guys for casting. You guys always do such an amazing job in casting on Bronze Tacos, and I love it. I can't. I mean, I'm gonna be watching. I'm gonna be watching it back. Can't wait.
Yeah, thank you guys.
All right, brother. Have a good one.
Yep, you too. MVPs. What do you want to start with, Zooms?
Let's start with. How about we start with DPS?
Yeah, to me that's pretty cut and dry. Who got that one? I personally think Zombie Dylan, was just consistently cracked. In that case.
Absolutely. I can see that too.
Like Bear played very well too on Rialto and on Busan, but I think even on Rialto, Dylan just had those plays, as well as on Hollywood. He was literally the driving force of the entire attack right there from Valk.
So I think Dylan is a pretty obvious choice for DPS MVP.
Mm-hmm. Tank is an interesting one because we had a lot of swaps. Not a single tank, at least that I'm aware of, played all three.
That is true. It does feel like we had a lot of more tank swaps. Yeah, more tank swaps than we had for any other role.
So, sorry. So with that, any nominations for you guys that you might consider?
Probably Wham is one that I like to throw out there, or Ditto. Wham or Ditto are the two that I have in my mind.
Yeah.
Don't log me out, please.
I personally
Here,
think...
take your water bottle.
I personally think Wham or Wham should probably get it, only because whenever he was in, he was just playing that Rhine just very smart, setting up DPS with shatters, or even like we saw in Rialto, he was holding up that shield, just letting the DPS run free with those picks on the bridge. I would say Ditto too, only thing is he only played one map. So I don't know if I want to give it to him. But I will say for support though, I think it's a toss up for me. You know, I think this will decide who I give tank to.
Hannah did like so good, but Emmy as well was popping. So it's really
Yeah,
difficult for me.
I think you also have to shout out Ook too. You know, Emmy and Hannah. I think those three were, you know, definitely standouts. Emmy with the clutch immortality fields, pretty much 24/7. And as well, you got Hannah just playing consistently well on that Mercy, just finding reses where you know had no business getting them off. And I think Ook as well just held down that backline, created some excellent space with like coalescences, some windows here and there. I don't know. What do you think?
Oh no, don't leave it to me. I'm also very bad at choosing MVP because I am incredibly indecisive.
How about this? How about we give Dylan DPS, Nate tank, and Hannah support?
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Oh, Wham! Sorry.
Wham.
I think in taco compliments.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be like a official.
There's no MVP channel, but I see all the MVPs being posted in taco compliments. And yeah, yeah, that's what I usually do. Usually just write it out like MVP, or like GGs for the match. MVPs are, and then you list tank, then at the person, DPS at the person, support at the person. It's usually how I work it. Yeah, well, thank you guys for watching. This was Fire Tier Round 2. We got Dragon's Bite versus Nano Valk. Again, Nano Valk taking this one 3-0. GG's on both sides, and I hope that we see you guys very soon. I believe there's a game coming up, right, tomorrow?
I believe there's one tomorrow.
Yeah, so that one should be a fun one to watch, so tune into that one. And of course, if you guys aren't in the Discord server yet, feel free to join us. We're always looking for some new people to hang out with and have enjoy some Overwatch with.
Hope everyone has a good night as well.
Thank you.